Okay, we'll raise a glass to that, G, and you may raise a glass to this. The way you sell your home could become a very different experience thanks to a Toronto startup. We're talking about Hyyve this morning, which aims to let homeowners post their listings and have real estate agents then bid for the exclusive right to represent their listings or homes or properties. So for more on this, we're joined by Hyyve CEO Patrick Armstrong. Patrick, I was so fascinated when I first heard about Hyyve and this concept of kind of like changing the way real estate is done in a way. Explain the process to our audience here, because I think it's really a fascinating take on how you find someone to help you sell your home.
Sure. So at Hyyve, I'll start from the beginning. We looked at the value chain of residential real estate, and we noticed that the listing is always at the front, and then the last thing is you're going to sell the house. But without the listing, you can't do anything. So you can't market the house, you can't sell the house, you can't post it on the multiple listing service. Agents can't earn commissions. So ultimately, if the listing drives everything, we thought that it had intrinsic value. And so we started Hyyve. So the Hyyve marketplace, like as you described, allows homeowners to seek bids from agents. So what they do is they post their house, their listing, with all the information you'd find traditionally in the MLS system, which is, 2-bedroom, newly renovated, roof, new furnace, so on and so forth, the things that drive the value of the home. They post it up, and then qualified agents then bid on the right to represent you. So the bid is two parts. The first part is a monetary payment for the right for the listing, to earn the listing. But more importantly, it's the comprehensive bid that the agent presents. So that is their comprehensive sales plan, their expertise, their designations, how are they going to market it, the marketing engine that they're going to bring, so that the homeowner can then pick the best overall bid that's going to maximize the sale value of the home, which is the biggest asset for most homeowners.
So is Hyyve qualifying the agents? So if I come to you, I kind of know that you've already pre-qualified and said this person is capable of selling homes?
Yes. So we present you with all the information that we can gather. So any issues that they've had with regulatory boards like RICO, their years in the business, their transactions, they'll feature their own bio. So we're not going to put anybody up who's got problems with RICO. We're not going to put anybody up who's no longer an agent. So we check that to make sure that they're registered agents and that they're in good standing. And then it's up to the homeowner to decide who's the best. So they're going to have all the information at their fingertips. And we want the homeowner to pick the best agent for them, which is a combination of the upfront payment. But again, more importantly, it's what's the value the agent brings to the table.
It seems to me you're almost making the agents bring their A game right away to try to sell you on them selling your property. Is that a fair assessment?
That is correct. So the agents will compete to earn the right to sell your home, and you're going to maximize, hopefully, the value of the sale of the home.
How do the agents feel about this? Because I see a lot of them on sort of park benches and bus shelters, et cetera. That seems to be their way of advertising. This is a different format.
It is, but I mean, they're still paying, right? So you mentioned advertising. So agents are paying to advertise. Now the conversion rate on cold calling or an ad is super low. In our case, the conversion rate is super high because we're giving you a homeowner who's motivated to sell now. So that you're actually able to go get a listing. And so when you win that bid, even though you might pay more for the listing than you may pay for your park bench ad, it is a bona fide sale, assuming you can sell the house. But it is a true hot lead. It is a listing. So it's not something lukewarm like a cold call or like a walk-in. It's real.
It's not a tire kicker. It's someone who's got an actual motivation.
That's right.
Does it change anything at all in terms of the sort of generally it's like a 5% commission split between the agents? Does it change any of that side of the transaction? Typically?
We do not meddle in the sales side at all. So we have nothing to do with the sale process. We're just dealing with the marketing piece, the listing. It's up to the agents and decide how do they want to represent themselves. Is it going to be that they're going to play with their commission? It's not up to us. We would rather they showcase their value and how they're going to maximize the sale price of the home than anything else. So when the homeowner selects, we don't want them selecting the highest bidder for the listing because that doesn't mean they're the best agent. So you need to pick the best agent, similar to when you get contractors. When you get bids for your house to make your kitchen, you don't necessarily take the lowest one. You might take the one, you need to take the one that's going to do the best job and you're happy with them.
Okay, really fascinating business. Patrick Armstrong, CEO of Hyyve. Pleasure to meet you this morning.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much for being here.